Hi Chun-Yi, so I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of how you can set up one of these fields. So I have a very simple spreadsheet, possibly the sort of thing you might have, I don't really know. I've got two columns. I'm going English to Hungarian. I'm using synonyms where one of the synonyms or two of the synonyms are forbidden. So in this case I have two words separated by a pipe symbol. This is what separates the synonyms, and I've created a field called forbidden. So if the term is forbidden, the value is yes. If it's not forbidden, the value is no. So I have, in this case, I have three Hungarian terms. The correct one, which is a no, and two synonyms, which are both a yes. There I have two, there I have two, there I have two, and everywhere else I just have one. So very simple spreadsheet. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to convert that spreadsheet to a term base first of all. So what I'm going to do actually, because I did this once before just to make sure it's okay, I'm just going to delete this forbidden field down here, just so you can see what happens if you've never done this before, because that will be quite interesting for you. So I take my glossary converter, drop it into there. It comes back and says, okay, I recognize the languages, English and Hungarian, but I don't recognize the forbidden. So what I'm going to do is say, okay, the forbidden field I want at term level. So I'll put it at term level, and I want it to be, so I right click, I want it to be a pick list because I'm going to create a pick list, and the values in my pick list are just yes and no, or no and yes. It doesn't really matter, but they don't have to be alphabetical order. So I click OK, and that's done. There's my pick list, and I say OK, and then I exit. That's it. So I've now created my term base, and there it is, SDLTB. But what I'm going to do is just translate this file. So I come to Studio, we'll create a new project. I'm not going to use a single document. I have a little template set up to do this very easily for me. So I can just call this my Chun-Yi project. And then there's my, I'm going English Hungarian. It's already set up for me because I did this before. I can add the files. I'll take this file that I'm going to translate. So there's my translate file, which is just a spreadsheet with the terms in it. I'm going to remove the term base because I don't really want the translation memory, sorry, because I don't really want it in this project. I could add my new term base at this point, but I won't. I'll just finish there because I want to show you where you can add it within the project in case you use the open document approach. So if I come to my file now, here's my file. I didn't pre-translate or anything, so it should just open up, and here's my file ready to go. I'll just do a couple of things. No, that's okay, I'm ready to go. So I click on here, my project term base settings, and here I can add, browse, and go pick my term base. Here's the one in the Chun-Yi folder that I just created. Click OK. OK. So many OKs. So there we go. That's now ready to go. And you can see I'm getting the terms are coming through. As I arrow down here, I get the different terms, and they're all covered in red. Clearly they would be because this is basically what I just converted. But you can see the fields that are on them. If you look in here, you can see them better. Against each field, you have forbidden no, forbidden yes. Click on the next one. Forbidden no, forbidden yes, forbidden yes. And that is represented here as well. So if I click on the balance, so you get the lookup, there we go. Forbidden no, forbidden yes, yes. If you don't see the forbidden fields here, if you click on the hit list settings, make sure that your target stuff is here, and make sure when you select the fields, make sure you've got them selected. If they're difficult to see like that one is, you could change the color of the font, I guess. So they're silver at the moment, so I could make them, let's make them maroon. I should be able to see them then. I click on OK and OK. Now I can see that really easily in the term recognition, so that's nice and clear. So what I'm going to do is translate some of these fields and pick a combination of approved and not approved, or rather forbidden no or forbidden yes. Probably it was a bad choice of words for the naming of this particular column, but I hope you get the idea. So if I click on my project settings, go to verification, make sure my terminology verifier is active, which it is. I'm just going to turn off everything else. I'm only using the terminology verifier. I'm going to go to my verification settings, and in here I'm going to say check for terms which may have been set as forbidden. So I check that. I don't want an error or a warning because they tend to frighten people when they see those sort of messages coming up. I just want a little note. And here's my pick list. So anything that was set as a pick list will be available to choose here. I've only got one pick list, which is forbidden, and my forbidden value is forbidden yes. So if I use a term which has got the field value of yes, it should be forbidden. So I'll say OK at that point. And so let's go through and do some of these. So first of all, I'll take the first word and I'll just enter that in. This is not forbidden. So if I confirm that and move down, I should get no error. The second one, I'm going to use one of these words. Both of them are forbidden, so it doesn't matter which one I use. And if I confirm that one, you can see I've immediately got a warning up here, which is wrong usage of the term male egg. I don't know how to say that. This term is defined as forbidden, so it's definitely forbidden. If I come to say the next one, and I use another forbidden one, this one, I confirm it, I get the same message. At the same time, in my messages window, you can see I'm also getting the terms up here. This is useful because if you have a really big file and you do the QA check afterwards, you can go through the file, because as you work through it, it will select the words when you click on these, and so you can go there and you can correct them. You can also double click it and you could correct them in here as you're working. So dead simple, really. That's how you use the forbidden fields. I hope that was clear, and I hope you can figure it out, but it's really not that complicated.